Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something powerful. What if, at 90 years old, you didn't just survive, but stood stronger than ever before? They say aging is the end of strength, that weak legs, slow steps, and constant help are just part of the deal. But what if they're wrong? What if your legs, even now, could become your greatest weapon? This video is not for those who've given up. It's for those who still want to walk without help, stand without fear, and live without limits. It's for the 90-year-old warrior who knows it's not over unless I say so. You see, leg strength isn't just about walking. It's about freedom. It's about getting out of bed without someone pulling you. It's about climbing a stair with pride. It's about avoiding that fall that could change everything. Today, I'll give you 4 powerful, proven steps that can turn shaky legs into stable steel. No gems, no magic pills, just real action, real wisdom, and the will to rise. Whether you're 70, 80, or 90, you'll discover how small changes can lead to massive strength. We'll talk movement, mindset, fuel, and most of all, belief. Because if your legs can still move, they can still grow, and if your heart is still in it, your body will follow. So sit tall, focus in, because your best steps might still be ahead. Let's begin. Let's rebuild your strength, one step at a time. Strength is not lost, it's reclaimed with willpower. At 90, they expect you to fade, to sit in silence, stay out of the way, to live the rest of your days in stillness. But not you. Because you know something the world has forgotten. Strength does not die with age. It wakes up when willpower returns. Let's get one thing clear. Your legs may feel weaker now. Maybe they shake when you stand. Maybe walking across the room feels like a mile. That doesn't mean strength is gone. It means it's dormant, not defeated. The first step to building legs like steel isn't in the muscles, it's in the mindset. It's in the moment you decide, I will not surrender to this chair. I will not be carried through life. I will walk, maybe slowly, maybe carefully, but I will walk with intention. Every time you rise from bed without help, every time you climb one extra stair, every time you move your legs even when they don't feel like it, you're fighting for your life. And guess what? Your legs listen. Muscles have memory. Bones respond to motion. The human body, even at 90, is a miracle. If you treat it like it still matters, it will show you it still has more to give. But none of that happens without belief. You must believe you're not too old. You must believe strength is not behind you, it's within you, waiting to be unlocked. This is the wisdom younger generations can't understand. That true strength is not measured in speed or weight, but in the decision to keep going when everything says stop. You've lived through decades of storms. You've earned your strength through survival. Now it's time to reclaim it, in your legs, in your stance, and in your spirit. Because strong legs aren't about muscle, they're about mindset. And at 90, that's where your power begins. Small movements, big power, the secret to steel-like legs. The truth is, you don't need to run marathons at 90. You don't need a personal trainer, a gym membership, or fancy machines. What you need is movement. Small, steady, and repeated with purpose. Because here's the secret no one tells you. The body may age, but it never stops responding. And the legs especially love to be challenged. Gently, but consistently. Start with what you can do today, not what you used to do. Stand up from a chair slowly, then sit back down. That's a squat. Hold on to a counter and rise onto your toes. That's a calf raise. Lift your leg while sitting, hold it for 5 seconds. That's muscle activation. Walk slowly from one end of the room to the other. That's progress. Every small movement is sending a signal to your legs. Wake up, you're still needed. We're not done yet. Over time, those signals add up. The muscles begin to respond. The joints feel less stiff, the blood flows better, balance improves, falls become less likely, and your confidence returns. It's not about speed, it's about consistency. Even 5 minutes, repeated twice a day, can bring transformation. Do your exercises in the morning, after you've stretched, when your body is warm. Repeat in the evening to keep your legs alive through the night. These tiny actions done daily will build steel beneath your skin. Don't worry if you feel shaky at first. Don't stop if it's slow. What matters is you're moving, and every movement says, I'm still in this fight. Because strong legs at 90 are not built in a day. They are built one rep at a time, one breath at a time, one stubborn step at a time. And over time, they don't just carry your body, they carry your will. Fuel the machine. Eat for strength, not just survival. If you want legs like steel at 90, you must feed them like they're worth something. Because even the strongest machine fails without the right fuel. And your body is the most powerful machine you've ever owned. At this age, your body doesn't absorb nutrients the same way it used to. That means every bite counts. You're not just eating to stay full, you're eating to stay functional. Muscles, especially the ones in your legs, need protein. Without it, they shrink. Without it, your legs become weak, unstable, and fragile. But the good news? You don't need to eat like a bodybuilder. Just like someone who wants to stay standing. Start with what's simple and strong. Eggs, yogurt, lentils, chickpeas, fish, chicken, cottage cheese. Add leafy greens like spinach and kale. They give you calcium, iron, and vitamins. Don't forget vitamin D, sunlight, or supplements if needed. Drink plenty of water. Dehydration leads to cramping, stiffness, and dizziness, all things that affect your legs. Now, cut the things that rob you of strength. Processed sugar weakens bones and drains energy. Too much salt raises blood pressure and strains your heart. Fried foods inflame your joints and muscles. Eat with intention, not just out of habit. Ask yourself, is this helping me stand stronger or making me sit longer? And don't skip meals. Even if your appetite is low, small, balanced meals throughout the day can keep your energy steady and your legs fueled. Remember, food is not just about taste. It's your medicine, your fuel, your power. Because if you feed your legs like they matter, they will rise like they remember who you are. You're not just eating to live. You're eating to stand, proudly, steadily, and on your own terms. Believe in the comeback. Your best steps are still ahead. At 90 years old, people assume your story is winding down. They look at your white hair, your wrinkles, your slow steps, and they write the ending for you. But what they forget is this: you're still here. And as long as you are breathing, your best steps are still possible. You may not sprint, you may not leap, but you can rise, you can walk, you can build. Your legs are not just tools, they are symbols of your independence. Every step you take says, I still have control over my life. Now listen to me closely. It's never too late to become stronger. Never. There are people in their 50s giving up, while warriors in their 90s are getting up. What's the difference? Belief. You have to believe your body can change. Believe your legs can support you. Believe that effort still matters even now. Because the comeback isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. You've overcome things in life most people couldn't survive. You've buried pain, carried burdens, raised families, built legacies. That strength still lives in you. It's not gone. It's waiting to be called back into action. So the next time you stand, do it with purpose. The next time you walk, do it with power. And the next time you feel like giving up, remember who you are. You are not just someone trying to walk again. You are a living example of resilience. You are proof that strength has no age limit. Let your children, your grandchildren, your neighbors see you stand. Let them witness what it means to fight, with grace, with patience, and with steel in your soul. Because the strongest legs are the ones that refuse to give up. Now you know the truth. At 90, your legs aren't finished. They're not too weak. They're not too old. They're simply waiting for you to command them again. You've learned how strength isn't built in giant leaps, but in small, repeated movements done with intention. You've seen that food is fuel, not just for survival, but for power. You've remembered that belief, not age, determines what your body is still capable of. You see, steel isn't born overnight. It's forged under pressure. It's shaped by fire, and so are you. Every time you rise from a chair without help, every time you lift a foot, stretch a muscle, or take one more step than yesterday, you are telling your body, I'm still here. And I still fight. This is your comeback. Not because someone told you it's possible, but because you chose not to settle. So, don't stop here. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep believing, because your legs don't just carry your weight. They carry your freedom, your independence, your legacy. Let your strength inspire those who think it's too late. Show them that at 90 you can still rise with fire. That you don't walk with weakness, you walk with wisdom. And the world needs to see that. So remember this. Strong legs aren't built in youth. They're built in willpower. And you, my friend, are steel. But in the end, stay strong, stay steady, and never stop stepping forward. Because as long as you move, you win.